Hello everyone. I just came out of the shower. Our current rating is 1511, which is pretty decent. It's 300 points below my normal, so we're getting pretty close to the normal stuff. And let's play something unusual, which will be knight c3. Still developing a piece, but this would actually be not so good because of d5 threatening d4, and it would then be called a vergeet opening. It's a Dutch opening, but my opponent plays e5, so he's take control of the center. Oops. So we'll do just the same, and bishop c5. Maybe in the future he has some ideas of taking on f2. Oh wait, this is 10 plus 0. Okay, I have to move a little bit faster. We are attacking a pawn. Yeah, he defends the pawn. And I see that this bishop, which is valuable, is out in the open, so we're gonna attack it. And usually the bishop pair will be a valuable asset later in the game. So he moves the bishop, very reasonable move. We'll attack it again. It's probably not the best move, but it gets the job done. We have some weaknesses here, but we do in the end get the bishop pair. So I'm happy with that. And with this a3 b4 idea, I can naturally place the bishop at b2, eyeing down this square. I think that's pretty good. And here, already I could play d5, knight c6, knight here or knight here, but then this pawn is kind of overextended, I feel. Maybe the threat is stronger than its execution, so let's just develop the bishop to an active square, as he did previously. And notice he cannot play knight a5 to attack our bishop, so he plays h6, preventing us from going knight g5, but maybe also having g5 ideas. Okay. So what to do? He also might play bishop g4. I just want to stop that as well, so you have h6 and h3 here, I guess. So yeah, all pretty standard stuff until now, I guess. It's very strategical. As we don't have a lot of tactics on the board. Well, there might be bishop takes here, but nothing concrete at the moment. No. Okay, so knight e2, preparing to castle. That makes a lot of sense. We could play d3, we could also play d4, just striking in the center. And I actually prefer d4 is something we should calculate. Takes, and this just looks very active for us. And if he doesn't take, let's say just castles, we should also calculate that. If he just develops, that's usually very strong. Take, and our queens are staring at each other. I feel like the position is getting kind of equalish. Yeah. It's hard to assess this one. Also, this knight is maybe going to d6, f4, and that's quite nasty, as it on f4 it would be, covering some decent squares. So I don't even know if I don't want to castle here. I'm gonna play it anyways, d4, and we'll see what happens. We don't have to take either. Like if he castles, we can also play d5. If he plays bishop d6, d5 would be super strong, as we could pin or attack both pieces. So bishop e6 is now stopped. And this bishop has no real place to go. He takes, I guess knight takes. Usually when you have the option between taking with the knight or the bishop, knight 9 out of 10 times. Wow, that came out really not smoothly. Alright, so now he castles. We have an x-ray here. Like on the long term we could use that. And we have something here, so this pawn is just pinned there. And you know, ideally I would go queen g4, but the bishop is clearly protecting that square. And if I move the queen now, you could take, and play knight here. So maybe it's just wise to put the knight back so we can just control these squares. But I'm not really sure. What else do we have? These bishops, perfect. Queen, could be better, but it's doing a great job here, defending the knight. The rooks are probably our worst pieces. What does he have? This one is this one is this one is bleh. Okay, I apparently I cannot even talk. Let's just castle. I don't see anything obvious to do here, so I'm just gonna castle, and if takes here, then so be it. He doesn't do that. Okay. And he puts a knight on a spot which is unprotected. It looks protected by the pawn, but it isn't because the pawn is pinned. So maybe I could trick him with knight here, but he obviously wants to go here with the knight. I have to consider that. I cannot immediately attack it. It's not a blunder yet. So if he wants to go here, it might be wise to just put the knight here to control the square, or we play f4. With f4 it feels very committal. But it might be the way to go here. f4, what does he have? Nothing, so let's just play it. Hopefully it's okay. So now we stop all ideas related to this. And we might play something like queen f3 and g3 after we take here. Because if we do it right away, he has some nice ideas, I guess. Okay, so knight, whoa, h5. And what's the big idea here? Knight h5. I mean, it controls this square. It prevents queen f3. But it just doesn't look like a great move here, to be honest. Like, we could even play queen e1 to go queen g3. But this knight is protected at the moment. It's actually not so simple. If we take the knight now, he takes, and he has like some squares to put the bishop on. I don't like that. If we play knight here, just take. If we go here, takes, and he can't really attack it. Okay, he can c5. And then I have to probably go back. Okay, we're getting low on time. But it's quite an interesting position, I guess. Let's play queen e1. And if he takes, and plays c5, so be it. It's probably the best move, but yeah, I have no clue what else to do. And our idea is just to go here. And then some sort of mate, hopefully. These bishops are a bit loose, I have to say. This is unprotected, this is unprotected. This is semi-unprotected by a piece. Yeah, he's gonna play c5 here. We have to go back, and then he could take. Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Also, we have some ideas of f5, f6, or even e5. There's a lot for us here to unveil. Alright. So now queen g3 makes a lot of sense. Okay, we're dropping the bishop, but we have mate, right? But moves like this has to be calculated, even though we have low on time. If he goes back, we just take, and we take the knights. He has to protect in the thing, so maybe this. But that also feels a lot weakening. You can also play f5, but then he just takes, and we really just lose a piece. So, what is the best defense here? I'm not sure. I don't see it for black, so I'm just gonna play it. If takes, we have mate. If queen f6, we take. If queen g4, we take. We have a knight here, we take here, take, and there we go. Blunder. So now if he takes, we take here. And now we're winning. Queen there. Alright, let's bring the last piece in the game. Shall we? No, then we blunder the pawn, but... Yeah. So, what to do now? 2 minutes on the clock. I'm thinking f5 takes. But f5, e5, and then knight e3 should also be okay for us. And here takes. What are we really threatening? I think this check, and so we can trade off queens. And then we just have an easy endgame with a piece up. So he goes there, now we're threatening to go here. Also, I should have maybe considered this. But nevertheless, I think this is a good... Okay, move. Okay. Maybe I should have played the check, which I just talked about, but apparently I'm not smart enough. Let's just go back. We're not really threatening to take here anymore, and we have to find a new plan. Maybe the bishop is a bit in the way of the queen. Maybe we want to have this as a reserve. Okay, maybe he wants to go here or something. I don't know. Let's just put a rook here, as this pawn is just not going anywhere. I'm threatening to take here. And if it takes, okay, not anymore. Just attacking 2 pawns. Yeah, things are getting a bit loose, I feel. Very loose position. And yeah, props to our opponent for playing pretty well here. So I think this pawn is more important than this one. And if we go here, takes, and we go here, I think we can pick up that one. So let's drop a little bit back with the queen. We're also protecting this one. He takes, we go here, attack the queen, but also this one. Not anymore, as now he's attacking this one as well. And if it takes, okay. So maybe bishop f2, wanting to go here, makes sense. And we're also protecting this pawn, which was attacked. And the endgame is getting really, really tricky, I have to say. Yeah, our opponent's really doing decently here, but also, yeah, still things to solve, I guess. Alright, let's go bishop here, get a good square from a bishop. And if he goes g5, oh, he could do g5 because en passant is very not strong. That sucks. Yeah, I'm not really getting the hang here. I should calculate my moves. Just a check. Okay. Let's go back, attack the queen. And also threaten this check, but it doesn't really fulfill any role here. And if he leaves, we can then take this pawn. I think that's a better thing that just happened, which we didn't plan, but just happened to be that way. Let's take a pawn. So I'm struggling to find a plan here for whites, how to convert. The easiest way is probably to exchange pieces, but yeah, I don't know why, but this keeps happening with me where, yeah, in this endgame I'm not really good at finding good plans. So I'm just resort to these sort of shenanigans where I'm just trying to trade off pieces. We're probably still winning, because we're still up a pawn, a piece for a pawn, but we have to make like right use of this piece, and I don't feel like I'm doing that at the moment. Also, we're low on time, everything is working against us. Alright, let's give a check first, and then we're gonna draw back with the bishop, protecting the pawn. Maybe, yeah, let's just do that. But now he can get really active with other pawns. It's a bit annoying. Okay, let's go for this pawn now. And anytime it attacks one of these two pawns, I have this. Just protecting these two. Okay, it goes there. We'll just continue. Alright, maybe it's better to go here, but whatever. King is safer there. And as you can see, I'm struggling to find a plan. He's really doing a good job of protecting all the weaknesses. I think the weakest pawn now is this one. So we might be able to sack this one to allow the bishop more scope. And if he takes, we just go here. And okay, the bishop is undefended, but who cares about that? So now let's go here. Maybe bishop here and here is a good plan. But he can just go here. Yeah, I'm just not playing this well. Yeah, exactly. And now we're forced to reveal our hands of some sort. We can still attack this pawn. And if he takes, we take here. We obviously don't have enough time to convert this one, but yeah. It's not out of the day. Okay, now we get our plan. That's very nice. And now we can pick up this one. Pick up that pawn. And the position is about to collapse for him. Even though we allow him time, I think I'm quite happy with the way I play here. Yeah, of course, he will find some counterplay here. But I think this is just very easy for me to play. Alright, he wants that one. That's fine by me. He takes here and I go here. We'll push this one, but this one is quicker. But we're also very slow. There's maybe some mating plans here. And if he just goes here with a stick. Yeah, 5 seconds on the clock. We have to do this a bit faster. Probably. Oh, I should have taken there. Oh. Okay, we at least have a draw. Okay, now we have a little bit more than a draw. Yeah, okay. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, I forgot to take the other pawn. Oops. But good game. I think we converted pretty nicely. We were just a bit slow. Whatever. I'm okay with the result. 15-04. We lost on time, but we won the game, in my opinion. And I will add the increment next time so we can actually convert with some comments. So yeah, good resistance of our opponent. And the opening I chose today was a Van Geet opening. And as the engine suggests, as you cannot see, is d5 the best opening, the best move. e4, but it's just the move. And the whole idea here is to really go with your knights and develop them on the king side. And in any case where black castles king side, you have attack looming with the knight. You can go knight here, not there. And there's a lot of play, even though the engine says it's right about equal. There's actually a lot of ideas. It's an offbeat opening. It's not very played a lot. So let's say white continues developing, right? You can play the bishop here. Very natural moves. Let's just continue. And let's say Black played h6. Very natural move. You can already start sacking here, I think. And you get some type of initiative here. Like here you can already imagine like something like this, right? Where you have, this is mate. So this is the whole idea of the Valgate. It was not played. E5 was played, and now we basically transposed to a Vienna, which I don't know much about. We just developed a lot, and we went for the bishop. And as we all know, bishop pairs could be very healthy in the long term. We continued development, and we played d4. Not sure if d4 was the best move, but d4 is the one we played. Break open the center, and after takes, castles. We have this open line for our bishops, which we can use later in the game. And engine already suggests that we are better. What a surprise. We castle, bishop here, and f4, preventing the knight to come here. So he goes there, which I didn't really get. So here, engine indeed suggests to take here first. And I was thinking, oh, I'm giving him some counterplay here, but just queen d4 is just already threatening mate. If he blocks with queen f6, we probably have e5. No, f takes. Oh wait, yeah, I'm stupid. Yeah, you just win a pawn, and this is already quite hard to counter. So I did miss this. It was actually a very obvious, simple thing, and usually that's good. But here, my opponent makes a different mistake in a worse position, which is knight g6. We take here and take the knight. So basically, we're already winning. Then we try to convert, and this is really the art of the game, where we didn't really did a great job. So engine suggests f5, that's what we played here, and then bishop f2 or e3, this was all fine. So I'm just gonna, engine is probably gonna suggest that every move is winning. But I like to back that I did not play this very good. Alright, so I missed a very good move here. So I played here and he has g4 here. So if I take en passant, he can take me here, right? So I think g4 is a really good move here. Even though it's still losing, you grab some space, it's something. So the best move here would be a very subtle move, queen d3. And I'm trying to understand it, but I'm not really sure what's the whole point. I don't know, you centralize the queen, okay. Let's say he plays rook a6, because he doesn't have much to do. And now he plays c to b1. And after he takes here, oh, you play c to b1. So you're trapping the queen, wow. Oh, okay, now I understand. Yeah, he's not play. Ah, okay. I see. So I missed this. h4, we allowed some counterplay. In here, I thought it was just wise to just exchange and head into this endgame. On the long term, we managed to trade off all the pieces. Well, actually, we didn't manage to trade off all the pieces because I forgot the pawn. Oopsie, should go here. I thought I could mate him, but I wasn't sure how. And we ended up with a win for him on time because I didn't take this pawn. That's very stupid. You should always take the pawn when you're alone on time. Always take the pawn. But I didn't. So that's the game. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time.